friends. I'm coming to you on a very cold day in upstate New York. It is 0 degrees out, and with the wind chill, it feels like minus 25. What a great day to film videos, do some scrapbooking, do some crafting, do some creating, sit in front of the fireplace, find a nice warm blanket. And so today I am going to be sharing with you 7 layouts that I completed with Follow a Sketch February 2026 with Scrapping Reflections. So I want to thank Sandie for putting together these sketches. There's one for each day in February. You can go to her Facebook page, Scrapping Reflections, and find the sketches and participate. Also down below, you will find a link for the playlist for all the people who have uploaded a video for each day. I plan on doing it once a week and doing layout shares. The first sketch, February 1st, is a page maps sketch. And you can see it's a block of paper with a couple photos, so a grid style. First thing you'll notice is my photos are much larger than in the sketch, and I kind of moved the block of paper over, and I have a journal block. This paper came from my theme park collections. So I'm going to put a link below where I had several theme park collections that I wasn't using at all because I don't go to the theme parks. And I broke the collections down and talked about how I planned on using them. And then I also have a video where I made page kits. And so now I have used those page kits. 5 of the layouts are going to be in this stack today. And you can see I took this paper, which was intended for a theme park, and I took the embellishments and I created birthday pages. So this is my birthday last year in 2025 in March. And this is my brother Christopher and his family. And so we went to a hibachi grill. And that was my very first experience at a hibachi grill. And it was very memorable. There was shrimp flying through the air. There was an onion volcano. There was sake being squirted into people's mouths. And it was fun. I had a very good time. I enjoyed celebrating with my brother's family, and I have layouts that I created that will go in my album, that will go in my nephew Timothy's album. Look at him, isn't he a little character? That will go into Minda's album. And so here is the first one that I have, and all the paper except for the one that I'm bordering the layout on came from that theme park collections. The balloons here, and this pinwheel, and all of these pearls came from that collection. So that is February 1st. We'll go on and look at February 2nd, and you can also first of all see it's the same paper, and it came from that theme park collection. And there's my nephew Timothy and I, and it's my birthday. I got this big birthday hat. He's sporting the Spider-Man balloon hat. And the sketch here for February 2nd is by Haito Gil. And you see there are banners and showing you some flowers for embellishments. So where the embellishments are kind of surrounding the photos, and you can even do a little mixed media if you want. What I did is I did 7 banner strips because my photos are larger. And then I even used a frame. Sometimes I really struggle to use frames, so I'm very excited about that. All of the embellishments except this title, Celebrate Good Times, and this viewfinder, which my good friend Ronnie Sue gave me about 3 years ago for Christmas time, came from my theme park collection that I broke down. And so here you see some balloons in this cluster that says happy and smile and yay, and this little firework probably was supposed to be like a firework to me. Hey, that's an excitement. That could be a camera flash, so I thought it went well. This says so much fun, photos, good things. Here's another cluster of balloons. Here's a heart. Here the little boy is got say cheese on the balloon, so I put a camera there and smile and a little flash and some hearts. And so that is day 2. We go ahead and look at day 3, and I am switching to a Valentine's layout. Day 3 is by Jennifer Edwardson. Here you have 1, 2, 3 3x4 photos and a larger photo and a block of paper and a strip of paper. I essentially had a block of paper, but I broke it up into 2 different pieces because I am using scraps. And I only had 3 photos for that day. This is Valentine's Day in February of 2021. So instead of a photo here, I have a 3x4 card, which I was really excited to use up because I'm trying to use them up. And so I'm just using up scraps from various Valentine's Day collections. Here I have You're So Sweet and a little typewriter and some hearts and some chipboard that I made from punching out hearts from paper scraps. Here's hubby Jay. He made shrimp scampi for Valentine's dinner and he was very happy. He loves chocolate, so he's very happy. Doesn't look it, but he is. And he brought me some flowers. So that is day 3. We go ahead and look at day 4, and it's another one of the layouts. And you've probably seen similar photos, but they go in different albums. Some go in my album, some go in Timothy's. I think I even did a page for Minda. Day 4, sketches by Julie Bonner. She had a row of 3x4 photos and a big block of paper and some circular elements. I kind of followed that pretty well along, but my photos are larger, so I only had 2. All of the embellishments in paper, except for this title up here, You're a Wonderful Reason to Celebrate, came from that theme park collection. The balloons, these chipboard stars, this puffy balloons. The fun starts here. What a character. Look at these characters. Yeah, we were having a very good time. The balloons of the chipboard here, A Day to Remember, big smiles. This balloon paper and the star paper, this was perfect for a birthday celebration. So I was glad to be able to get that done. Here is another one for this birthday party at the Hibachi Grill, and this is February 5th, day 5. Crafts by Rowena, and she had a block of 3x3 photos and a couple circular elements and a title. You can see I stuck with basically the same kind of layout, circular elements, and a grid of photos, but my photos are larger in size. I'm still using that collection kit that I broke down from the theme parks, and I have a viewfinder here, but everything else came from those collections. Here's the little girl and the chipboard. The sticker says so much fun. This says what a blast. This one says let's celebrate. There's some chipboard. This says fun, and it's actually pointing to, what you can't see is over here was the chef, and he was squirting baby sake into my husband Jay's mouth, because so for the journaling I put, Jay tried the baby sake, which is really water, which is what they give Timothy or any of the little kids, okay, because obviously they don't give little children alcohol. So Jay, he didn't want alcohol, he wanted to try the water. And it says here he was not a fan of the delivery method because he just does not like people squirting things into his mouth, poor guy. So that was kind of some memorable fun there. And I don't know, with the camera I caught some really funny faces with my husband. I should have put this what a character sticker on that one. So this is also another layout that I used that collection from. And that was February 5th. This one, we're switching to Valentine's Day. The layout for February 6th was from the Scrapbook Nerd, the sketch. Pardon me, the sketch was from the Scrapbook Nerd. And you have a cluster of 5 photos and 3 embellishment clusters and a title. My photos, I have 4. They're a little bit larger, but I still have these paper strips that are in the sketch. I have the 3 clusters here, here, and here. I am using up some of my very old Creative Memories paper and some scraps from some Echo Park collections. This is a tag from Doodlebug. I had just one sheet of paper that had tags on it, and so I'm glad to start utilizing them. And then I have cupcakes in the embellishment clusters and some candy and some circles I punched out from scraps. This is a puffy cupcake and another one over here. And this is my niece Megan from 2010, so it's a long time ago. And she liked to come over to my house and she liked to bake with me. And so here we see her with the sprinkles. And oh my goodness, look how many sprinkles are on that cake. She loved that little heart-shaped pan, so she made cupcakes and a cake. And the journaling here says, frosting went on in swirls and dollops, and sprinkles tumbled like confetti everywhere. And they were everywhere and very thick. Laughter bounced off the walls, messy and sweet and absolutely perfect. Aunt Colleen's house felt like magic, and this was in February of 2010. And so that is for February 6th. February 7th sketch, I'm going back to the hibachi grill and my birthday party from last year. This sketch is by Rebecca Lukens, and there are 4 photos, so there's a strip of 3, and there's a large central photo and some circular elements, and I used the theme park collection that I had used for all the other layouts that I did. My group of photos are a little bit larger, so they take up a little more space, but I have circular elements with these viewfinders. The bigger ones came from my good friend Ronnie Sue once again, and all of the embellishments came from the theme park collection kit, except the title here that says Sizzle and Surprise. So we see like stars and a camera and balloons. It says good times, enjoy the party. Here we have another camera and some stars. Love this place, say cheese. This just says, you know, we went to celebrate my birthday. This is my happy place, family, and some stars. And so here we see Austin, and we see the bottle of real sake, okay, because he's of age to have alcohol. And so this was quite the memorable experience. I really enjoyed watching the chef prepare the food. So that is my layout share for February 1st through February 7th with Scrapping Reflections, who is known as Steakgoddess here on YouTube. The links are down below for all the others. Go watch them, see how everyone interprets the sketch differently, and I hope you are staying warm because, like I said, it is a very, very cold, blustery day up here in New York. Okay, my friends, we will talk to you soon. Bye.